Psyduck, the duck Pokémon, is an iconic Pokémon throughout the franchise's extensive history. From its journeys with Misty to being the star of Pokémon Concierge, this swift swimmer says, lights, camera, quaction to the inhabitants of Aeos Island. Trainers will strive to help Psyduck master its psychic power while making its headaches everyone else's problem. Welcome to the Psyduck Unite Spotlight. Psyduck's passive ability is Swift Swim. As its name implies, Psyduck will gain additional movement speed for a short time when damaged by an opposing Pokémon. On top of being an adept swimmer, this Pokémon also has a headache gauge. When they, or a nearby ally, take damage, that gauge will fill. At max, Psyduck releases a mysterious power, gaining a second of invincibility while shoving aside any nearby opposing Pokémon. Its move cooldowns are also reset upon activation. For the duration of this psychic trance, Psyduck's moves are boosted, gaining additional effects and lowered cooldowns. Once this mysterious power fades away, Psyduck takes a couple of seconds to wonder what the heck just happened, unable to do anything but waddle. Get this duck some secret medicine. Their basic attacks are very easy to understand. There's no boosted gauge for them, so simply hold A to fire off shots of water based on its attack stat. Psyduck's level 1 and level 3 moves are Confusion and Tail Whip. Confusion releases a weak blast of telekinetic power, dealing damage and stunning opposing Pokémon. Tail Whip is a short hit move that deals damage to the target while adding a slow alongside special defense reduction. While that mysterious power is active, Confusion's damage increases and Tail Whip lowers special defense further. If I saw a Psyduck wagging its tail at me, I think my defense would be lowered too. Anyway, at level 4, Psyduck has the choice of 2 new moves. Bubble Beam has the user release a stream of bubbles, dealing damage while attaching bubbles to any opponents caught in the spray. These attached bubbles remain on opposing Pokémon for a short while and can be popped by Psyduck or its allies' basic attacks, each bubble burst dealing additional damage along with debuffs when the final bubble is popped. Psyduck's mysterious power increases the damage of each bubble's burst, while Bubble Beam Plus adds a slow to the beam's initial hit. And when you're done playing with bubbles, Surf's up. Surf has Psyduck create a wave in a chosen direction while riding one of their own. The projectile deals damage, slows, or shoves if the opponent already has a slowing effect on them. Touching allies while riding your wave will give them a momentary speed boost. On top of that, you can continue to use your basic attacks and moves while riding the wave. For the duration of the move, you can also use it again to release another wave in a chosen direction. This will end the move early. Under the effects of Psyduck's mysterious power, you'll release 2 waves in quick succession. Surf Plus adds a damage reduction effect to opposing Pokémon if they hit by it. If you can't go with the wave, you should probably avoid it. At level 6, Psyduck continues to master its psychic power to learn, well, Psychic, or Disable. Psychic has the user release a telekinetic blast in an area of their choosing, dealing damage and briefly stunning opposing Pokémon in the area of effect. The unlucky soul caught closest to the center of the AoE will be dragged in a chosen direction like a Mii channel character. That familiar mysterious power will add a stun after the pull, while Psychic Plus adds a special defense shred to the initial hit. As for Disable, this short hit move has the user release electricity towards an opposing Pokémon that applies several headache-inducing effects. It deals damage, briefly stuns, and most importantly, increases the cooldown of the opposing Pokémon's last used move, or the next move, if none are on cooldown. When the cooldown increase applies, a slow will also apply. The electricity spreads to nearby opponents, including back to the initial target, spreading its effects. And of course, if Psyduck's mysterious power is in play, the number of times the electricity spreads will increase. Disable Plus increases the stun duration. While your headache is a sign that you might need to drink more water, Psyduck's full power Psy-I-I signals the release of its full power, releasing 3 psychic waves around itself. These waves deal damage while reducing the damage dealt by opposing Pokémon and granting itself unstoppable for the duration. After using it, Psyduck's headache gauge will fill up by 50%. Psyduck is all about being in the right place at the right time. Positioning to take advantage of the headache gauge, positioning to catch as many enemies in the Unite move as possible, as well as considering your cooldowns, especially when Psyduck's mysterious power runs out and you're unable to do anything but waddle away from your problems for 2.5 seconds. In the early game, Confusion and Tail Whip provide everything you need to secure vital EXP while peeling for your lane partner. Need extra damage to secure a Bunnelby? Tail Whip to lower its special defense before throwing out a well-timed Confusion to secure. Or use Confusion early to stun the opponent so your lane partner can last here freely. A good gank from your jungler can also get your headache gauge filled from the ensuing brawl, enabling you to displace your opponents before hitting them with empowered moves. Just try not to overextend, as the deactivation of Psyduck's mysterious power will leave it vulnerable for a couple of seconds. As the game progresses and you reach your power spikes, you'll gain access to various moves that are useful in any situation. Bubble Beam synergizes well with Pokémon focused on basic attacking, so waddling close to your favorite A-presses will enable them to shred targets easier with the additional slows, damage, and stuns. Conversely, Surf is an excellent tool for engaging, disengaging, and peeling. Use it to rotate faster, or to gain advantageous positioning so you can push opponents into melee range and peel them off of your squishier carries. Even with Swift Swim and Surf providing movement speed and disengage potential, you are vulnerable once those are on cooldown. Always keep your cooldowns and headache gauge level in mind as you play around your team, otherwise it's bye-bye Psyduck. For further peel potential, Psychic and Disable have your back. Psychic is perfect for pulling targets out of position. Push and pull as desired, disrupting your opponents to give your teammates the edge in battle. Disable's micro-stuns are powerful in teamfights, allowing your team to catch up to low-health targets or reposition as the electricity arcs between your opponents. Don't feel like you need to hold onto your full power either, as it has benefits at any stage in a fight. Apply damage mitigating debuffs, make yourself unstoppable, and boost your headache gauge to gain access to your empowered moves so you can turn the fight in your favor. For item suggestions, consider EXP share as a core item, as Psyduck thrives when it's close to its allies, enjoying the extra company while farming. Slick Spoon is perfect for general purpose damage and extra health, and while interchangeable, Buddy Barrier for further damage mitigation so your carry can stay in the fight and take all the credit at the end. What a headache. Wondering if Psyduck is the right flavor of bird for you? Trainers that enjoy throwing their rivals into disarray with CC over healing, with Pokemon like Sableye, Mr. Mime, and Wigglytuff, might feel at home here. You might also enjoy this Pokemon if you enjoy playing defenders that look for the perfect angle to displace their opponents, like Trevenant, Blastoise, or Snorlax. Don't let Psyduck's vacant expression fool you. The explosive psychic power of this unassuming critter has the potential to disrupt and disturb even the most cohesive of teams. To underestimate this Pokemon is to give yourself a taste of your own medicine. For more information, don't forget to check out UniteDB for detailed descriptions and the most up-to-date numbers. Good luck in your future battles, trainers.